Hi, this is Peter Pittner here at CEDIA 2024 for URC. I am the Senior Product Manager of the HDA audio line, and here to talk to you a little bit about HDA and what it can do and how it works in commercial and residential environments. So we're going to start off with our HDA 8100. It's our flagship, most popular residential multi-zone receiver. It has 8 stereo zone outputs and can have up to 16 mono zone outputs just by adjusting it into the software. Each zone for all of our HDA products has a full DSP built in so that you can do things like add high pass and low pass filters. You can add parametric EQs to the amplifier. Also has noise generators built in so you can troubleshoot your installation. All of our amplifiers also have unbalanced RCA analog inputs and coax digital inputs that can be shared throughout the network via AVB streaming. We use AVB to stream all of our sources to all of our amplifiers through the network, so there's no need for any type of RCA interconnects. We stream at a high bit rate, 96K 24-bit, so all of the audio quality is audiophile quality, even though it's streaming over the network. We also have our HDA 4100, which is the little brother to the 8100. This has 4 stereo zones, or up to 8 mono zones, has 4 unbalanced analog inputs, and has all the same power output as the 8100. Each channel of HDA audio in the 4100 and the 8100 gives you 100 watts per channel into 8 ohms and 200 watts per channel into 4 ohms. Every channel is stable down to 2.7 ohms. Now we're going to move on to our piece here. This is our 70 volt amplifier, but it also does low Z 4 ohm, 8 ohm speakers as well. This is a very popular amplifier in commercial applications, but also getting more popular in residential. This has 2 speaker channel outputs. You can drive 70 volt speakers from them. You can drive 4 ohm, 8 ohm subwoofers from them. The amplifier will auto detect the type of speaker it's connected to and then give you power throughout your commercial or residential installation. This is our most powerful amp. This gives you 600 watts for a 70 volt system, gives you 600 watts per channel for an 8 ohm speakers and 1200 watts per channel for 4 ohm speakers. The other great thing about this amp is it also has an unbalanced analog input, which can be made into 2 microphone inputs with a supplied adapter in the box. Now, when you use microphones, you typically need some sort of outboard box to do the microphone processing. We've built that all into the HDA 1600, so you don't have to have any third-party processors to use microphones. Each microphone has built-in limiters, built-in noise suppressors, phantom power, and also input level trim. Anything you would use in an outboard microphone processor has been built into this unit itself. So no need to Frankenstein systems together to have third-party, long, very intricate programming. It's all done automatically in HDA. Now, the nice thing about what we do with HDA, and especially with microphones, is that any input on our system can auto-sense audio and then do automatic ducking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on some audio from the televisions. I'm going to pick up the microphone, speak into the microphone. You'll hear my voice. The audio of the television will drop down, and when I stop talking, the audio of the television will come back up.
Tim's now going to make it 3 victories around the streets of Muncie.
Mr. Smith, party of 2, your table is ready. Mr. Smith, party of 2, your table is ready.
3 Bottas crossed the line, and with Max Verstappen's 5-second penalty.
So you heard the automatic ducking. All of those parameters are adjustable. How fast you want the ducking, what percentage you want the ducking, how the ducking is triggered, whether it's triggered by audio sense like I did here, can also be triggered by contact closure if you want to use a push-to-talk microphone, and all the microphone inputs can be streamed over the network to any other amplifier in the system. So it makes it very, very, very easy to set up and very useful. The other nice feature about all of these HDA amplifiers, even the smaller ones, is that each amplifier can store up to 10 wave files. And the wave files can be used for something simple in a residential application like a doorbell alert, but they can be used also for something a little more intricate in a commercial application, such as programmed announcements, programmed shot specials, things like that, sports bar. So I'll give you a little example of that. This first example would be just a simple doorbell that will duck the audio, play the doorbell, and then the audio comes back up.
So I know he'll be looking down and
There's 17 points at the top of the standings. Well, fair.
That was a simple doorbell example. Now I'll give you a sports bar example. Let's say you're watching the hockey game and the home team hockey team scores. What you'll hear is a hockey siren, a hockey horn that you would hear usually at a stadium.
One we don't cross and he steps away. Look out!
The usefulness of the WAV files is basically it'll go as far as your imagination takes you. You can use them for audible cues, make sure your doors are closed at night, any kind of commercial announcements inside of a restaurant, fitness center, any kind of commercial application. Each unit can store up to 10 WAV files, but they are also shared over the network via streaming. They're treated just like normal inputs. So a WAV file stored on one amplifier can play through any other amplifier in the system. Now let's take you to our smaller amplifier. This is our single zone HDA 130. This amplifier is a single zone amplifier, but its uniqueness is that it can be powered by PoE Plus or PoE++, which ends up coming in through the network port. Will give you 30 watts per channel out of the speaker outputs. Full DSP built into this unit as well, so you can do all of your EQ curves for your zone. But the nice thing, it also has a subwoofer output. And with the subwoofer output, you can drive a powered sub while still having two other speakers in the system. It also has two inputs, one for optical and one for stereo RCA. They come with side brackets, so you can mount this device behind a television and make it very easy to stream all of your audio. Any input put into this amp will also be shareable with the other amplifiers in the system over the network. This device is called our HDA I/O. This device has two functions. One, it could be an input device, so if you have a source that you want to share throughout your HDA system that isn't at the rack, you can plug it directly into this piece and it becomes an HDA stream that any other zone can listen to. Also, it could be an output device, so if you want to integrate some other third-party device like an AVR or a third-party legacy style amplifier to HDA audio, use this device as a preamp to that amplifier and you will have HDA audio even using third-party equipment. Final thing I'll talk about is we use AVB for streaming. AVB is a very high-tech, very low-latency streaming platform where you will not hear popcorning or any kind of digital delays throughout your entire house. That requires the use of a special switch. We have our own special switch right here called the HDA SW5. This is an unmanaged switch, so it's plug and play. All you need to do is plug your HDA devices into this switch, and what it'll do is it'll keep the high bandwidth streams from getting to your router and making your network slow. They will be contained within this switch, basically as a VLAN, and all the HDA audio streams will be contained within our switches. So that's it for me. I'm Peter from URC. This is CEDIA 2024, and I hope to see you soon.